Diddy all night long. So last night I was watching CNN, and the former Attorney General William Barr was being interviewed about a new book he has out, which he called Donald Trump an unhinged maniac. It would seem to be that if you saw a man who was he talked about how he lied about the election, about how, all the things that had gone wrong, and not negating the fact that he actually inspired men to try to overthrow the government. He tried to take over, to thwart the election process on the auspices of a lie, and tried to take the country, tried to literally take the country. Barr says he was an unhinged maniac. But when asked if he would vote for him again, the answer was yes. Because he thought the Democrats were far worse than a man who inspired the worst elements of America to conspire to take the election, to kill. People died, people were injured. So that's far worse. A man you call an unhinged maniac, you would still vote for him rather than some unknown person who has a different political estimation than you. I've watched over the course of the last few weeks since this war has happened, I have watched people openly cheer, including the ex-president, openly cheer for the enemy of America, or supposedly the enemy of America. That he admired the way that Putin could murder his enemies, that he admires him just taking things, that he thought, and not only just him, but other people have admired someone who America has been in certainly a Cold War with, but very soon probably a real actual war. I have watched people who are angry at this country and who have decided that this country has left them behind. They have decided that America is no longer serving their needs, their ideas, and their wishes. And it leads me to this conclusion. The only people who still have hope in America, as moderate as that may be, who still believe in America, who still love America, are the people who America has loved the least. The people who have gotten the least out of her. The people, because people who are black or brown or yellow or women or gay, they have their best way forward, their best path is forward. The other people who want America to be what it was, their best path is back. And since we all know that not even white people can go back in time, the only way we can go is forward. And the only way it gets better for a lot of people who still have hope and faith in this America is forward. That's the only way. When men and women are openly rooting for a man, for a country and a man that you are at war, have been at a psychological Cold War with, and that you very, very well could be at a physical war with, that tells you what they think of the country they reside in. That tells you what they think of the people they call citizens. Because this country, there are certain people who call themselves patriots. I'm watching a true example of patriots is when men and women pick up arms to defend their country against overwhelming arms. They're attacking the invaders in the Ukraine. The patriots, people who call themselves patriots here, attack the Capitol, attack people who look different than them, attack people with darker skin or different orientation. Their patriotism is different, and it's always gauged in what you can do for me. It's always measured by what America can offer them. The truth of the matter is, and I said this earlier, the people who still believe in America, who have an idea that this country can be successful, that it can be a place where dreams are met, are people who America traditionally hasn't loved. No one from Europe is coming here in large numbers. They might come to vacation. They might come to go to movies or restaurants or to enjoy the entertainment aspects of America, the vacation aspects of America. It's fun here. But the people who are coming to invest in this country, the people who are coming to build it, the people who are coming to become a part of it are black and brown people. Because black and brown people do our physical labor, and they oftentimes do our mental labor. The only people who still will come here because they believe they can get a big chip in the game are people who don't look like the people that people who call them patriots want them to look like. The only people who still believe in America are the people who America hasn't believed in traditionally. Because they know the best way to achieve what they want is forward, and the others believe it's backwards. You have men and women who are openly right now championing a known maniac, someone who would do great harm, not just to this country, but to this world. And they would rather have that than somebody else. They would rather have that than share. They would rather have that than America Evolve. That's not a patriot. That's Ike Turner. That's a little note from the GED section. We got a jazz report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.